Give it a good once-over.
Giving us the once-over.
Giving him the once-over.
Give me a once-over.
Down to give us the once-over.
For a routine once-over.
Once-over.
Oh, just once-over lightly.
What's up, Internet? Welcome to Once Over. I'm Kaylee, and as always, we are giving the once over to more movies that I bought because I cannot help myself. It is impossible for me to stop buying movies, so I bought more. I couldn't help it. This haul is actually from Boston. I was recently in Boston to go see Crispin Glover's new movie, which was very, very exciting. And we will get into some Crispin Glover-related content relatively soon. But before we do that, we have to talk about all the movies that I just bought because the answer is too many. I can't help it. It's impossible. I don't know how to do it. Sigh. Not really. I love having physical media. Physical media is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. And so I'm always excited when I get to do one of these hauls because this is me sharing with you guys really, truly what is the most important stuff to me. This is what makes me feel really, really good. It's what makes me feel really excited about life. I feel like, is that really dumb? That might be a little bit dumb, but, you know. Noah is asking about Mr. K. So Mr. K is the most recent movie that Crispin Glover acted in. However, it is not his most recent movie. He actually put out a movie that he wrote and directed that also features his father before his father passed recently. And it is called... I just completely blanked on the name of his movie. I should know those words. He has all of his movies are called things like What Is It and How Will It Be and things like that. I feel like an asshole right now. It's not Mr. K is the answer to that question. Although Mr. K did debut last year at Toronto International Film Festival. That was one of the first places that featured. And I've heard great things about Mr. K. So let's get into this haul. Let's see what movies I bought. Let's see how I spend my money. The first one cost me $10 whole, and it was billed as being better than The Sopranos. And yes, in fact, this is a TV show. I bought myself The Wire Season 1. I am very excited to own this. I don't own The Wire at all, and it is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I think that my favorite TV shows probably... It's really hard to say favorite TV shows, but favorite TV shows, definitely The Simpsons, probably The Wire, probably The Prisoner. Horace and Pete is up there. And actually another TV show that we're going to get to in our next item will probably be up there as well. But The Wire is a gritty portrait of the city of Baltimore. And it looks at the failure of cops and politics and schools and the media while all being this like crazy drug-centric crazy time. It is bonkers. If you guys have ever seen this show, I have to tell you, I started with season 1. So that is what I bought. This is my purchase, was season 1. And I hated it. It took me so long to get into the show. I was dreading every single moment of watching it. It took me probably 5 or 6 episodes before I was into it. That said, every single season of The Wire is completely different than the previous season, which means that you can theoretically start at any season. That being said, all of the pieces matter for this show. So I would recommend starting with season 1 if you have not seen it before. I love it. Season 1 is all about drug trade. Season 2 is all about prostitution, unions, and the seaport. Season 3, we get politics, bureaucracy, and city hall. Season 4, public schools. And then season 5 is going to be media and newspaper sorts of stuff. And I know that there are heavy debates about your favorite order of The Wire. My favorite order as of today, they change, I feel like, all the time, is probably, let's see, season 4 is the best. That's the best season of The Wire, for sure. No question. But then it probably goes 3, 1, 2, and then 5. I'm going to be honest, though. I often change the seasons 1, 2, and 3 because those seasons are all so incredibly good that they're it just kind of depends on my mood for the day as to which one I want. Season 4 is without a doubt the best season. It has this emotional social commentary that you just cannot get in any other TV show. This is one of those things that I never was like a fan of, like the cop TV shows. I never was a fan of like the like crime drama sorts of things, but The Wire hits. It hits so hard. Season 5 is obviously the worst. It's obviously the worst. Yeah, we're getting everybody talking about all of the Baltimore stuff. The Wire is the Bible being from Baltimore. And of course, Stringer Bell season 3. Heck yeah. Stringer Bell is amazing. Favorite characters in The Wire. That's a hard one. I got to go with Bubbles because he has a journey in this TV show. Bubbles is crazy. I hate to use the word journey, but oh my God, does he have one? And then maybe also, what's his name? Is it Bodie? Who works under D'Angelo Barksdale. And his character arc is just like tragic. Like, if you don't want to be sad, don't pay attention to him. But Omar is amazing. Omar is literally, he's a dude that robs drug dealers who is a homosexual wearing a duster. And it is goofy as shit. And we get Omar's coming and all of this amazing stuff. I love this TV show. Again, I loved that the store that I bought this from in Boston labeled it with better than The Sopranos. I think that's 100% accurate. I know everybody loves The Sopranos, but The Wire is outstanding. It's so good. We're getting more people talking about how amazing The Wire is. I really, truly, the first time that I watched it, I was like, it's not for me. I'm not into it. And it took me so long. It was probably not until, season 2, when we get into like the unions and the seaport, that I really understood what the show was trying to do. And it does something incredible. It's just a retrospective on what society is, and specifically what the city of Baltimore is. And that's really, truly, truly beautiful. It's like heavy hitting in all of the wonderful ways. And I love it so much. I love it. What are other favorite TV shows? Now I'm trying to think of them. Definitely, again, The Wire, The Simpsons, The Prisoner. I love, did I already say Horace and Pete's? I don't even remember if I actually listed that. Do you guys remember Horace and Pete's? It was very short-lived. I want to say it came out in late 2019. It was Louis C.K. and, oh my God, what's his nuts? From Trees Lounge. He directed the most popular episode of The Sopranos. What the hell is his name? Oh my God, Buggy Eyes. You guys know who it is. Why can't I think of his dang name? He was great. Yeah, Steve Buscemi. Thank you so much, Hamilton Burger. Yes, Steve Buscemi. That is a great TV show that is heavily underrated. You get Laurie Metcalf in that. Laurie Metcalf delivers the best monologue in all of TV history on that show. Absolutely outstanding. If that's still available, you guys should go watch that. The next thing that I picked up on this haul is another TV show and another one of my favorites. I teased that I was going to have another favorite TV show up in here. And yeah, this is one of my guilty pleasures because it is a comedic takedown. Where the hosts are going to be debunking common beliefs, and it's perfect. It's near perfection. This is another near perfect TV series. I think there are 6 or 7 seasons. There's at least 6, probably more than that. But yeah, this is going to be Penn and Teller's bullshit. I love this show. Now, you guys might know, if you have been following my hauls for a while, I have also hauled Penn and Teller's bullshit on a previous haul. So I previously got the complete first season. Now I have the complete second season, but I don't actually have the complete second season because this is only 2 of the 3 discs from the second season, which I'm very upset about. I really wanted to get all 3 of the discs, but it didn't exist. It didn't exist. The third disc did not exist. I loved this show so much. Again, this is Penn and Teller debunking everything that everybody loves, like recycling. They're like, recycling is bullshit. And that's the entire premise of the show or that episode. It reminds me very much of like the early seasons of the Man Show, where, you know, they were like asking people on the streets if they supported women's suffrage, and people didn't understand what the term suffrage meant. So everybody was like, no, I don't want women to suffer. That's basically what Penn and Teller's bullshit is, except with comedy, magic, and all of the wonderful things. For me, the best episodes of the show were always things like the war on drugs is bullshit. Feng shui is bullshit. PETA is bullshit. Bottled water is bullshit. Again, I already mentioned recycling. On these discs, I also have, let's see, what else? Profanity is bullshit. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful, dumb thing to say about your show that's called bullshit. The fountain of youth is bullshit. Yoga and tantric sex are bullshit. I also very much remember the circumcision episode. Do you guys remember the circumcision episode? I want to say it was season 4 of Penn and Teller's bullshit. If you have not seen that and you don't want to see a guy trying to recircumcise himself, don't watch that episode. He is trying to grow back his foreskin, and it is very graphic, shall we say. It's great though. It's great. My all-time favorite episode though. So I've been trying to just kind of collect episodes of Penn and Teller's bullshit because they are hard to find electronically. So I've been just trying to buy them anytime that I see them. One of the best episodes that I remember that I have not seen since it came out was in season 6. It was the episode that was called Dolphins Are Bullshit. And this episode investigates why John Lilly, who was a researcher, he decided that dolphins were smart. The whole reason that we believe that dolphins are smart is because of this guy, John Lilly. But it turns out that all of the experiments that he was doing about dolphins that make us think that they're smart now, he was just on a butt ton of LSD. He was doing a ton of LSD, and then he was giving the dolphins a ton of LSD. And he was like, yo, you guys, the dolphins are talking to me. Listen to them go, eh. Like, that is exactly why we believe that dolphins are smart. Dolphins are not actually that smart. And Penn and Teller's bullshit proves that. And that is why I love that show so very much. It is just a beautiful little skepticism show, shall we say. I love it so much. Dolphins are bullshit, you guys. I don't think that you guys understand how deeply I feel about that. But I do. I truly, truly do. Tony from Hack the Movies says, what the fuck did I just walk into? Profanity is bullshit, Tony from Hack the Movies. Everybody go check out Tony from Hack the Movies. He's doing lots of stuff, and he's got to be coming up to his year-end episode pretty soon here. We're just talking about foreskin over here, my dude. Rob K says, circumcision, cut me in. Oh, baby. I loved it. Yeah, we got so many people. Gardner fan, the bottled waters, especially waiter killed me. I don't know how to read those words right now. My brain doesn't work. It's been a weird day. Woody from Syracuse, thank you so much for the $2. Woody from Syracuse is going to be joining me for an episode relatively soon, so I'm very excited about that. And he says, Penn and Teller are gods. Vegas bucket list. I think that I might be going to Vegas relatively soon. I will definitely be in Vegas in April 10th through the 12th. I will be there for Hackamania. If you guys are thinking about coming to see Hackamania, I would love it if you use my promo code CAYLEY for 10% off of your tickets. It's going to be an amazing time. I will be live on stage there with Who Are These Podcasts? And yeah, it's just going to be a great time. Rob K, you can shut the hell up with this kind of malarkey. We're fighting again. Oh, we're back into not fighting because Rob K agrees that dolphins are assholes. They are. It's true. Where are my tits? I'm actually about to post a very tit-centric video on my Patreon. So if you're wondering the answer to that question, you can go check out my Patreon, Once Over with Kaylee. Anyway, all right, let's move on to the next movie in this haul because we have gotten way off topic here. The next one that I have, I actually don't know if I can show you guys this cover. There's a lot of nudity on it. How can I do this? We're gonna go like this. This is The Idiots by Lars von Trier. There's so many nudities happening here. Only one of them is girl nudities. You guys will be okay because you can't see any of it. Yep. This is one of the OG Dogme 95 films, right? I don't know that I like this movie. I don't know that I like it. Let's read the description of it and then I will describe it as best as I know how. So it says, from the controversial director of Breaking the Waves and Dancer in the Dark comes this striking, original, and thought-provoking film about a group of people who confront and subvert the norms and conventions of the middle-class society by exploring and releasing their, quote, inner idiot. What they mean by inner idiot here is mentally disabled person. This is a movie about some young adults who decide that they're going to be mentally disabled in order to screw society. I just showed you guys the butts. In order to screw society over. The idiocy soon gets out of control and the group splits. The remaining members resolve to continue living their lives of boundless exploration. That is a good way to describe this one, is boundless exploration. Now, this is one of the OG Dogme 95 films. So Dogme 95 is a Danish filmmaking technique where very, very strict rules were followed when you were making movies. And this included things like you're not allowed to create sets or use props or use any lighting or do anything. You just have to use whatever exists within the universe as it exists. And they called this the vow of chastity. We are going to make films the most real that films can ever be made to be real. And this movie, The Idiots, and The Celebration, which I actually got in a previous haul. Oh. And Julian Donkey Boy, I want to say those are probably like the biggest examples of Dogme 95 films. Julian Donkey Boy was a little bit more recent, so that is one of Harmony Korine's first films. These are like the primo examples of this sort of filmmaking. And it's not necessarily for me, but I do appreciate it. And because I bought The Celebration actually from the Criterion Collection in one of my previous hauls, I was like, I should probably also own The Idiots, right? And I like Lars von Trier a lot. I like him very, very much. I am not a huge fan of his Dogme 95 films, but I do like his like depression series. So I love Antichrist, Melancholia, and Nymphomaniac. Melancholia, I think, is actually probably the best depiction ever of depression on film. A lot of the time we see depression in artwork, but we don't necessarily see it in filmmaking. And Melancholia is depression incarnate. It is the movie that I watch when I am depressed so that I can feel better because I'm no longer alone. I also like some of Von Trier's more recent stuff. I liked House That Jack Built. I know a lot of people didn't like it. That was 2018 and very serial killer centric. But, I like it. Again, I don't know how I feel about the Dogme 95 stuff. I think I like Harmony Korine's Dogme 95 stuff. So again, I loved his Julian Donkey Boy. And then I loved his more recent, it was probably 20 years ago, Trash Humpers. I love that stuff. That's where I start getting it again, is where we're just a goofy, silly, what the hell is happening in the universe. That's what I want to see in a Dogme 95. And The Idiots is maybe a little bit too silly. Silly might be the wrong word for this. I don't know. Let's check out a couple more super chats before we check out our next movie, which is a Scorsese movie. I missed a super chat from Woody from Syracuse. Thank you so much for the $5. Hello, Miss Kaylee. I cannot wait for Sunday. That is right. I already mentioned Woody from Syracuse and I are going to be filming a review that will be coming out very, very soon. And Count Drahoon from Count Drahoon Presents, who is truly, truly incredible. And I was very honored to work with not too long ago, but too long. Very much. I owe you a scheduling thing. I'm very behind. I also bailed on Tony from Hack the Movies. I'm supposed to be filming a review with him right now. You guys, I'm not great at scheduling. Anyways, dolphins are depraved. This is accurate. I agree. Dolphins are bullshit. They're bullshit. Hamilton Burger says, for $2 Canadian, thank you so much. You should collaborate with Angela Does Horror. I would love to do that. Angela Does Horror is truly incredible. You know who else recommended that to me, actually, is Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve connected Angela and I. So I am hoping one of these days we're going to make that happen. I'm really bad at scheduling, you guys. It's not great. It's going to be fine. One day I'll figure it out. I don't like what Ultra Liger is saying here, which is Sharkticons are better than dolphins. The Sharkticons are terrifying, and we all know that. It's awful. I hate them. They're so spooky. All right, we got to get into our Scorsese stuff. So my next movie that I picked up, it's not my favorite Scorsese. I'm actually not a huge Scorsese fan, but I did feel the extreme urge to own a copy of this movie. So this is going to be Mean Streets. So I finally picked up Mean Streets. I don't own this yet. It has De Niro and Harvey Keitel in it, and it is a little messy. It has tons of raw energy in it. And it's basically just a lovely little crime drama. I think Harvey Keitel, I think it's one of Keitel's best roles. His best role for me is probably him in Bad Lieutenant, but he feels very quietly tortured in this film. He plays kind of like a hoodlum who is dealing with his Christian guilt while he's still working his way up in the mob. And so it's kind of like that contrast of how are we going to be able to deal with this? I would say that this is, again, one of my more favorite Scorsese films, but I definitely am not the biggest Scorsese fan. Like, I think that that's something that's a little bit weird about me as a film lover. I think people truly, truly, truly love Scorsese, and I just never really got it. What I will say, though, when it comes to Scorsese is that for me, the height is got to be After Hours. I think that After Hours is just one of the most stunningly beautiful movies of all times. You guys are clearly liking Mean Streets, though. Rob K is loving it. Kevin is loving it. Gritty, brutal goodness. That is a good way to describe this movie. De Niro Crispin says that De Niro is great as a fucked up liability in that movie. Yes. Robert Carradine absolutely has a scene in Mean Streets. There are tons of familiar faces in that movie. And again, it's one of those things that it feels so savage. I just don't think that I fully get it. Maybe I need to watch it now more. I don't know. It's a hard one. I completely agree with Gardner Fan here. Harvey is always a winner. Harvey Keitel is so incredible, and Bad Lieutenant rules. Bad Lieutenant has got to be Harvey Keitel's role in Bad Lieutenant has got to be one of the most vile characters to ever exist in cinema. Like that in cinema history, Harvey Keitel in Bad Lieutenant, it's him, and then I would argue also Gambon in The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, Her Lover. Those are the two most evil characters that have ever existed. King of Comedy is number one. I don't even know that I can disagree with that either. I think Crispin brings up a good point here. Again, it kind of makes it kind of feels like a movie Scorsese made while he was still learning to be a filmmaker. Absolutely. I completely agree with that. It definitely feels like the early grittiness of what is existing. I am being told, Noah, thank you for letting me know. The stream is lagging. I have been having some major internet issues, so I'm hoping that that is not helping for I'm hoping that that is not happening for everybody. I am dealing with it. It is a problem that I am currently having. I am working on fixing it. I need a new modem more than likely. That's a problem for another day, and we're just pushing through right now. So sorry if I'm lagging. It might be happening. Let's look at our next movie. This one. This director, everything that he has done has been outstanding. This movie was written and directed by G.H. Evans. Now, are you guys familiar with that name? I'm hoping that you are. I know that you're going to know at least one of this director's movies. This is G.H. Evans' Merantau. Now, this is the same director that did The Raid True. This is a true action movie, but I am going to make an argument right now that this is better than The Raid. This came out before The Raid did, and it is so incredible, and everybody who loves The Raid needs to stop everything that they're doing right now and watch this freaking movie. I was so excited to find a copy of this because I love this movie so much, an unbelievable amount. It has an emotional core that gives its fight scenes a true stunning weight. It's a movie, not just a scenario like The Raid is. I'm getting commentary. Yes, Gareth Evans. Yes, you are correct. I have always said GH. So when he did this movie, I think, yeah. So you are 100% correct. Everybody is saying Gareth Evans now. When he did this movie, which again, I saw before I saw The Raid, he was still going by G.H. Evans. So I apologize. You are 100% correct about that. I am old school or just dumb. I might just be dumb. That could actually be it. But anyway, Merantau. Let's get back to how amazing this movie is. This is an amazing, amazing martial arts movie. Perhaps one of the best martial arts movies that has ever existed on the face of the planet. Again, it has that emotional core. It is cleaner and more graceful. The choreography is outstanding. It feels like a really, truly classic martial arts film. The Raid is amazing. I am not at all trying to criticize The Raid. I will say The Raid 2, one of the only movies that I have ever had to turn off because it fucked me up so bad. I had to like pause it and then come back to it because I got messed up from that movie. The Raid is more frantic. If you like a martial arts movie that has heart, character, emotion, all of those sorts of things, you will love this movie because again, it has all of those Gareth Evans tropes that it then exist within The Raid. It has the brutality, it has the excitement, it has the action, it has everything. But again, it has this like very sweet emotional core where you get to experience something that is totally unique and different. If you just want relentless brutality, The Raid is for you. But if you want to experience something a little bit more, I would really, really, really highly recommend checking out Merantau. Amazing. Amazing. Everybody corrected me about Gareth Evans. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a thing that I do. I'm going to not say more words. I'm lying. Let's talk about how dolphins suck again. All right, let's check out another super chat here. We got DJ KD for 20 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much. Scorsese's movie Silence is insanely underrated. I have not seen that one. I will have to check it out. I am going to have to check that one out. All right, let's move along here. We have at least one more movie. We have some books to get to. I know, very exciting. So this movie right here, let's get it out of its very special little shell. This is the Once and Future Smash and End Zone 2. I actually was gifted this from Nasty Neil, who you guys probably know from Stuttering John's show. So again, when I was in Boston, I got to meet Nasty Neil in person, and he gave me these movies. These are actually available for free on Tubi right now. So if you want to check these out, you absolutely can. I have not had a chance to check them out yet, but I'm going to be honest with you. These seem insane. So the Once and Future Smash is, let's read about it. So in 1970, Mikey and William both portrayed football cannibal Smash Mouth in an influential cult hit, End Zone 2. Now, 50 years later, they're storming the convention circuit, trying to reclaim the iconic role in the upcoming reboot sequel that stars 1 hour that starts 1 hour into End Zone 2, ignoring the last 30 minutes. Only one can wear the mask. So again, that is kind of like mockumentary style is my understanding. And there are tons of amazing people who are featured in this. You got Richard Elfman, you got Bob Elmore, you got Lloyd Kaufman, you have Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street too. Tons of amazing names in this. And I think it is probably going to just be a super fun, silly time. Both of these movies are relatively short, if I remember correctly. I think the runtime for both of them is only about an hour, maybe just a little bit over for each of them. And yeah, I just want to watch this crap because this is like what makes me happy on a Sunday morning. Like I want to wake up on a Sunday morning and have a glass of orange juice and watch movies like this, right? That's what makes me happy. So that's that one. And then again, End Zone 2 is going to be the movie that is kind of like discussed within the mockumentary style of the Once and Future Smash. Nasty Deal does such a better job of describing these movies than I am doing currently. So I apologize that I am butchering it. But I feel like you guys kind of get it. It's like that silly, goofy, fun times malarkey. And again, you guys can go check them out on Tubi. So End Zone 2, 15 years after the events of End Zone, Smash Mouth is back to finish off the cheerleaders who killed his mother. And Smash Mouth looks freaking crazy. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see that? Yeah, he looks crazy. I love that kind of makeup. It's so good. So I'm really pumped to check these out. I feel sad that I haven't already had a chance to. And I feel very honored to own this as an actual piece of physical media because, again, we so frequently don't get to have those. I also forgot to mention in Once and Future Smash, I think that Michael St. Michael from... Oh my God, why can't I think of anything? I just reviewed that. Greasy Strangler. Michael St. Michael's from Greasy Strangler, I think, is also in that. So very exciting as well. And again, I got this like amazing sleeve that comes with it. So I feel very fancy. It helps to not reflect the light. Great times. All right. Oh, I do have one more movie. And then we'll get into a couple of books. And then we will close up for the night. So the next movie that I have is actually from Tex Hula. Tex Hula sent me this to the WATP mailbox, and I appreciate it so much. And I also have not had a chance to watch this yet, but this is Meet the Applegates. So he brought up to me that this is a truly incredible movie that almost nobody has ever seen. So I am very curious if you guys have ever seen this movie. I feel like it's one of those like buried comedies. I already forgot who's in this. And I'm going to be honest, this copy is not great. Oh, Ed Begley Jr. is in it for sure. Who else? Oh, Stockard Channing. That sure is. Oh my God. You guys, I don't know how much you can see of that. This is one of those movies that I feel like has just gotten erased from society, but is probably amazing. So neighbors can be such pests, especially if they're the Applegate family. On the outside, Dick, Jane, and the kids, Sally and Johnny, are nice, neat, all-American family. But on the inside, they're all insects. In fact, giant Amazonian bugs on a mission to save the planet from the human race. But being model human beings proves a lot more complicated than it seems. There are all sorts of hazards out there, and the Applegates are certainly getting their share. A unique comedy packed with witty observations of human life. Meet the Applegates is a film you won't want to miss. They've got the neighborhood bugged. Badoom. I really want to watch this movie. I'm very excited about it. Texula also sent me like a couple of other little things, like some little postcards from the Paris catacombs. I appreciate it so much. It was really, really nice. And I cannot wait to watch that movie. I know I've been just behind on all of the things. We're talking about Garbage Day. It's actually Garbage Day over here. So thank you, Kay Dussel, because you just reminded me of that. And I appreciate it very much because I probably would have forgotten. And Fiore Grimandi, thank you so much. Fuck yeah, Kaylee, I love you. I love you too. Thank you. I can't wait to see you overthrow Tony one day. So you and the other ladies of Hack the Movies to do a Girls Month. You know, I've been talking about Girls Month. I still think that Girls Month is where it's at. Tony doesn't know what he's doing over there. He's a dum-dum. He's such a dum-dum. Boys Month. Who even cares about Boys Month? Come on. Come on, I'm not even into it. All right, let's talk about a few other things that I got while I was in Boston. So again, the reason that I went to Boston and the reason that I got this movie haul was so that I could go see Crispin Glover screen his most recent movie. And Crispin Glover is one of my favorite actors of all time. I was so excited to meet him. I actually didn't get to meet him. I have some back problems and they were acting up really bad. So I ended up having to leave early and I didn't end up getting to meet Crispin Glover, which was very tragic for me. But before I left, I did get to pick up a couple of copies of his books. So I got 2 of his books here. I got Rat Catching and I also got Concrete Inspection, and I am really excited to own both of these. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful copies of his books. He actually did a reading before he screened the movie, which was really cool and incredibly powerful. I was literally crying in my movie theater seat listening to him do his reading. All of his books have very unique writing styles. They feel almost more like poetry than prose. It's a great, wonderful thing that he is doing here. He clearly just cares about words and understanding what society is like. And so he makes that happen within his book. So maybe I'm doing so great at reading things for you guys. Allow me to read you a little Crispin Glover here. I've picked a perfect place to randomly pick in this book. It fits. I'm nervous. Can you guys tell that I'm a little nervous right now? It fits tight and takes some pulling, but it comes steadily along, wiping all before it. Faster and faster they bolt and are killed. Get excited and join the sport. It's over in a few minutes. 124 are cast up and on the bank. Well done, good. Whoop, 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 good. That's the way, my boys. Whoop, 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 whoop. And the roll on the ground, stretch, wipe the dirt out of their eyes, and rub their faces in the grass. Jack goes backwards and forwards and collects the spoil. And we count up 70 real beauties, a few of which I really think should be the 4-penny beasts. They are so big. So yeah, Crispin Glover, I love you. Nobody cares about me reading stuff like that. I could read a lot of poetry to you guys, but I won't do that. The other book, again, that I picked up from him is Concrete Inspection, which I'm really excited about too. This one is largely a picture book. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Nope, I can't. So there are pictures that go along with all the words in this one. It's another really stunningly beautiful one. He did a lot of like slideshows in conjunction with reading these books. And I really like it. So yeah, you guys are making me feel very special. Daniel, thank you. Kaylee, you read it like a poet. Thank you. I am a avid poetry fan, and I am a firm believer that poetry is meant to be heard and not to be read. So I would highly recommend always read your poetry out loud. That is truly, truly special. You guys hear me trip over when I'm reading like the backs of movie covers or like when I'm reading my own notes. I can't read normal shit, but I can read poetry all day, every day. You guys want to do a poem? Let's do a poem. I'm going to make a poem happen right now. Before we get into our last thing, actually here, let me show you guys the last thing that I got here, and I'll pull up a poem and we will read a poem to close out the night, because why the heck not? Why wouldn't we do that? It's a lovely thing to do. So this is In the Valley of Death. This is actually by Jeff. Jeff is a writer and an artist and a dabbler. And I am very excited to read this. It's another thing that I haven't gotten to yet. Again, I have been super duper crazy busy lately, but this is a look at trench warfare in comic book format, all about World War I. There's actually a very specific reason that I haven't read this yet, which is that I get really, really emotional about trench warfare. One of my favorite movies of all time is... You guys, my brain does not exist anymore. What the heck is the name of that movie? The Butterfly Lands on the Hand. Y'all know it. It was just recently made as a Netflix movie. I've talked about it many times on here. We don't know anymore. It's gone. It's gone from my existence. Anyway, this sort of stuff makes me really emotional. So the reason that I have not read through this yet is because I know that I need to be in the correct mindset. But I am so excited to have this from Jeff. And one of the most exciting things about it is that the quote on the back, you guys might recognize at least one of the names on here. We got a little quote from Shuli back here. Shuli says, Jeff has created something more realistic and gripping than 90% of what TV and film are putting out. So that means you should not watch any of the movies that I have talked about. Just check out this book. It's awesome. You can get it on Amazon. I'm super pumped to check it out, and I appreciate owning, again, the physical media of it, because that is all that I really care about. I love it. I think it's really exciting. I think that that's what life is all about, right? It's just us kind of figuring out how to deal with things. I am being reminded, All Quiet on the Western Front. Absolutely. That is the movie that I was thinking of. So thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, and look who's in the chat here. It's Jeff for $5. Thank you, Kaylee. It was so sweet of you to show off my book on your show. You're the best. Love you. I love you. And again, I think that this is really exciting. I just know that emotionally I'm going to cry. So instead, allow me to cry while reading you guys a poem. You guys want that, right? That's literally how we're gonna close out the show today, because that's what I feel like doing. It's weird around the holidays, so we're just gonna do this, and yeah, you guys will suffer through it. This is actually two different poems, same author, and the two go together, so I think that you'll appreciate it, and then we'll close out the night. If you happen to be in Rochester, I would love to see you this evening at 8 p.m. I will be screening a movie over at Fatty Beer Co. We are screening McClintock tonight, so exciting Western times. Get your Western garb on and come and join me for that. That's at Fatty Beer Co. 60 Adventure Place. I would love to see you there if you happen to be in the Rochester area. If you happen to be in Vegas, April 10th through the 12th, I will be there as well for Hackamania, hackamania.com. Come check it out. Go and use promo code Kaylee, Cayley, in order to save 10%. I will be there with Who Are These Podcasts? I think I might be doing something with Creep Off also. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you all. I adore you. I think that you're special and wonderful. And so I'm going to share, again, one of my favorite poems with you all right now. This is The Leaden Echo and the Golden Echo by Gerard Manley Hopkins. The leaden echo comes first. How to keep, is there any, is there none such, nowhere known some, bower, brooch, or braid, or lace, latch, or catch, or key to keep back beauty, keep it beauty, beauty, beauty from vanishing away? Oh, is there no frowning of these wrinkles, rank and wrinkles deep down? No waving of these most mournful messengers, still messengers, sad and stealing messengers of gray? No, there's none, oh no, there's none, nor can you long be what you are now called fair. Do what you may do, do what you may, and wisdom is early to despair. Be beginning, since nothing can be done to keep at bay age, and age as evils, hoar hair, ruck and wrinkle, drooping, dying, death's worst, winding sheets, tombs and wombs, and tumbling to decay. So be beginning to despair. Oh, there's none, no, there's none. Be beginning to despair, despair. There is one. Yes, I have one, hush there. Only not within the scene of the sun, not within the singeing of the strong sun. Tall suns tingering or treacherous at the trinket of the earth's air. Somewhere elsewhere, ah, well, there is one. Yes, I can tell such a key. I do know such a place where whatever's prized and passes of us, everything that's fresh and fast flying of us seems to us sweet of us and swiftly away with, done away with, undone, undone, done with, soon done with, and yet dearly and dangerously sweet of us. The wimpled water dimpled not by the morning matched face, the flower of beauty, fleece of beauty too apt to fleet, never fleets more, fastened with the tenderest truth and its own best being and its loveliness of youth. It is an everlasting of, oh, it is an all of youth. Come then, your ways and airs and looks, locks, maiden gear, gallantry, gaiety, and grace. Winning ways, airs, innocent maiden manners, sweet looks, loose locks, long locks, love locks, gay gear, going gallant. Girl grace, resign them, sign them, and seal them. Send them, motion them with breath. And with sighs, soaring sighs, deliver them back in the ghost. Deliver it early now, long before death. Give it back. Beauty, 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 back to God. Beauty's self and beauty's giver. See, not a hair is, not an eyelash, not the least lash lost. Every hair is hair of the head, numbered, nay. What we had light-handed left in the surly of the mere mold, what we have waked and have waxed and have walked in the wind that while we slept, this side, that side, hurling a heavy-headed hundredfold. What while we slumbered? Oh, then, weary, then why should we tread? Why are we so haggard at heart, so care-coiled, care-killed, so fagged, so fashed, so cogged, so cumbered? When the thing we freely forfeit is kept with fonder a care kept than what we could have kept it kept, far with fonder a care. And we should have lost it finer, fonder, a care kept, where kept, but do tell us where kept. Where? Yonder. What high is that we follow? Now we follow yonder, 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 yonder. Thank you guys.